DC's #1 recording studio.
Hello. Welcome to the Swerv Show.
What's up, folks?
All right. It's January 3rd?
The 3rd.
Oh, my
The
God.
23rd of January.
Oh,
January is over,
It's
almost over.
it went quick.
In comes spring, and February. Hopefully, spring is promised. I cannot wait.
That means we're going to get one big snow.
We so need it.
Didn't we get a big snow already?
No, that little dusting.
We don't need any more.
You know, we're in the D.C. area, and 2 inches is a blizzard.
We don't need any more snow.
No,
okay.
implants always want to read DC for our
Implants.
snowstorm.
I was good with that.
That was enough for me.
All
It was
right.
plenty.
All right, folks, so let's get started. So, of course, I'm the publisher of Swerv Magazine.
Hey,
Thank you for joining us.
publisher.
Hi, publisher.
Hi, publisher.
Okay.
Hello, Ian.
And then
Hey,
we've got Yarde Noir, our editor-at-large.
That would be me. Hi.
And the Yankee cap. Then we got Tony Nelson, y'all.
Hi, how are
And
you?
a beautiful gold sweater. That's
Thank you.
gorgeous.
He's also always so debonair.
Thank you.
I need to go through your closet.
He's our style icon.
Racine
Thank
Pendove is the one and only.
Salutations.
We missed you last weekend, Racine.
We did miss you,
I
Racine.
know. Unfortunately, I would like to be here every week, but you know, when you're taking care of a loved one.
I know that's
Yeah,
right. Well, we got to
that's-
talk because
Hey, Harry.
I've reached out to AARP and I sent them your column that you wrote on being a caretaker.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Wow.
I pitched a tour to them, so
I would love to do something with
I
them.
know that's right.
I do enough. I love it, and that all in connection with the Office on Aging, which they love.
Oh, okay.
I-
And that's here
I'm-
in the D.C. area.
I know. Hey, Eric, welcome to the show. I want to give a shout out. Corey Iman is actually on.
I see
I want to
Corey Iman.
give a big shout out to Corey Iman for his win of Mr. VIP.
Oh, wow.
Opulence.
Congratulations, Corey.
Congratulations.
I want to, and I'm so proud of him in particular because he crossed over to the at-large division.
Okay.
And he did a post that spoke volumes to me.
Corey, send us a picture.
He
for
said
Swerve.
that he put this quote up, and I reposted it, and it said, "Body image is no longer my jail or my prison," and it spoke volumes to me. So, Corey Iman, I just want to say congratulations to you, and thank you for your post. It was very inspirational. I
Congrats,
appreciate
Corey.
it.
And look,
That's wonderful.
send us a picture. High
We love
res,
you,
of course, for
Prince
Swerve.
High res.
Prince
I
Riot.
know you'll be dropping a promo very, very soon.
Yes,
so as soon as you
high
get your
res.
promo,
All right.
please send it.
JJ, Eric Shields, we all love you. Trenton Alexander,
Hi,
everyone
Lamar.
Oh,
on
that's my
Facebook
son.
Live.
Hi, Trenton.
Please like and share.
All right, yo. So let's get moving. Okay.
We're gonna move on?
Yes, we are. So
We're gonna move on.
we've got the January February issue, Kapow, and that should be it's the digital version is up on our website already, but it should be hitting stands over the next few days. I know we had some challenges. Our printers in Wisconsin, and they were having some printing challenges with the weather and a whole lot of things out there. But anyway, that issue should hit the stands. Should hit all the normal places next week. Remember, if you don't know how to access Swerve, you can always go to our website and get a subscription. That's swervemagazine.com, and we'll post that information. It's only $30 a year, and we send it to your house.
Wow.
In a beautiful, brown wrapped plain bag.
Oh,
Envelopes
sounds mysterious.
It'll be wrapped.
with a logo looking very official and above
Official.
board.
It'll be sexy and mysterious.
So anyway, of course, we've got advertising opportunities both inside the magazine and on the network.
Yes.
And we can work with whatever budget you have. So if you have an event or something you want us to show the flyer or a 15-second little promo, hit us up and we'll take, whatever 10 cents you got and a front, of course.
Yes.
And then we'll show it.
Yes, with a budget.
Okay. So real quickly, let's see what everyone did over the past few days. I'll start because I'm going to get out of the way. I went to the MAL, Mid-Atlantic Leather closing party where they did a tribute to Frankie Knuckles. And
Where was this?
Alternate performed. It was at the 930 Club. Do we have that? I think we have an image for that, number 3. Yeah. And when I tell you, that
I'm
was
sure
one
they
of
turned it
the best house music parties I have ever been to.
I missed that.
Those
How did I miss
DJs,
that?
Todd Patterson and Manny Ward, and Alternate was phenomenal.
Alternate is always
Well,
a sick
yeah.
name.
But I mean, we danced all
She's
night
amazing.
long.
We love her. She's a native of Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
This is
right.
a great picture of Frankie also.
Icon.
But when
I
I tell
love
you
this
that was
picture.
Ultimate Party, and so I wanted to give a shout out to JJ and DJ Chosen One because that's where the clubhouse reunion thing needs to be You should have heard that sound system.
Oh, the sound system at
the
930 Club is bar none.
Oh yeah.
It's bar none.
Oh my goodness, it was amazing.
I think that's
I'm still jumping around to
Bubbles,
that
bless
remix.
God.
That remix they did of Sylvester dancing with the girls singing "Come On, Get Up."
that's
I did that for 20 minutes.
the live version of
Dance.
that's
Disco Heat.
Oh, they spun that
Disco
up.
Heat.
I
Yes.
thought I was going to twirl into a tornado. Anyway,
I'd like to have seen you twirl into a tornado.
Baby.
So it was fun. What's going on with you folks? Who wants to go next? You want to go next?
I mean, nothing. Hey, y'all. I worked all weekend.
What's work? Hey, Joseph is watching. Joseph, we showed you beautiful image.
Joseph, we showed your picture. You're on the cover.
Yes, you are. And you should get your copies by Friday or Saturday, Joseph. So I
Yes.
want you to know that.
Come on, Tony. What happened
What did
this
you do,
weekend?
Tony?
This weekend, what did I do?
And what do you have coming up this week?
Racing and I
Something
went to the Onyx auction.
Their fundraiser.
I
That
saw you
fundraising
there.
auction. We did see you there. We went there at the MAL event.
To our Onyx Mid-Atlantic.
That was
Onyx
cute.
Mid-Atlantic.
Our
But you know,
brothers here,
it
we
needs,
love to
it
support
needs one
your
of y'all or both
fundraiser.
of y'all hosting, to be
Well,
honest.
I'm not going to say that on the air. I'm not going to say
Having us there is sometimes just enough.
It was enough. We did show our face and we took pictures and all that good
Well,
stuff.
they handed Racine the mic, and I was like, "Do you think you're gonna get that back?"
They always have.
They always hand her the mic, and
And they're very gracious, and
and
I
she-
give them their 30 seconds.
and she purchased right up in that front row and waits for it. And I'm not,
She's like, I know you see me.
Right.
you're going to see me.
You're
and
going to see me.
and you're going to love me.
I was
You're
like,
going to
you're
pass
going
me
to-
the mic.
And I gave us a lovely shout out.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
you did. Yes, you
Swerv.
did.
Yes,
And that
you
was
did.
really nice.
It was.
After that, I think I just kind of relaxed all weekend.
Chilled.
And I'm just, oh, yes, I hosted Teresa Beavers Jackson's
That's
61st
right, her
birthday
birthday.
at Club Elevate.
How
And
was that?
The pictures were fabulous.
The party was really, really nice. It had about 100 people show up, which was amazing for a night that was so cold and the wind was blowing so badly.
Yeah.
And so many people came out to show love. But I'm going to say this about Club Elevate. Those guys, from security to the bartenders, everybody. This is our first time there, and I think this is the
Club
first.
Elevate.
It's right there on where the DMV used to be. Right
On what?
Off of North
15K
Capitol
or
Street?
off of
something like that?
Off of North Capitol Street.
Yeah, it's a nice club.
It's a very nice club, and they just really rolled out the red carpet.
Great.
for us
Good
and
to know.
treated us well and made sure that we were secure. And of course, when they have to go through your bags and stuff like that, some people get
like
a
you
little.
going to the airport.
Well, some people get a little tight about that, but you got to stop and think. These people are trying to take care of us. We don't want any incidents, any repeat incidents.
That's
stuff like
right.
this. These people made sure we were taken care of, and
So scream
shout
me,
outs,
baby.
shout outs to Club Elevate.
Elevate.
And I just wanted to say, and coming up next weekend, I will be at Mr. Henry's for Strange and Tay's
Birthday.
Oh, that's right, their birthday.
Their joint
Yes.
birthdays.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'll be
and
perched
I'm
upon a
looking
rock.
forward.
That's Sunday. What time?
That's Sunday starting at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Miss WTF will be there, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And I see Miss
Are you
Yasmin
going? Somebody
Starr
remind
is
me,
online.
please.
I plan on being there.
Because
so.
football season is over, so
It's
my
going to be a
Sunday
lot of
evenings
fun.
are
and
available.
we're hoping a lot of people come out and celebrate. Strange's and Tay's birthday party is a yearly event, and it's usually like the biggest birthday
can
party
imagine.
as far as the show is concerned.
Yeah,
in the
they're
city.
amazing. And they're actually Capricorn.
I think it's
No, Strong J's a Capricorn. I think
Tay is an
Tay is
Aquarius.
an Aquarius.
Well, he has Capricorn energy.
Yes. Y'all, I have got to acknowledge Miss Yasmin
Yasmin
Campbell Starr,
Starr
baby.
is online.
She
That
is
is-
one of my favorite entertainers out of
that's a
Birmingham,
le-
Alabama.
that's a legend.
She's a legend, and I just
Okay.
need to give you your grace because you're here, and we
right.
appreciate
That's
you
a
joining the
legend.
Swerve Show.
All right.
All right, Racine, what's
Come on,
poppin'?
Racine. What's
Well,
poppin'?
many things.
I think we have a flyer.
Do you
for
have a
Racine.
flyer?
I think
Let's
I've got
see.
something for your February 7th event.
This is, yes, and it's a wonderful team.
It's gonna be
Racine
nice.
presents the Black LGBT Experience at the Cleveland Park Library. We've partnered up to celebrate Black History Month and to have that experience. Our co-host will be Larry Miller from WUSA 9 and Miss Beverly Chocolate White. It's a wonderful event. It's free. You can follow us on teamracine.eventbrite.com to let us know you're coming. The event is free and it's open to the public.
Is Larry one of the children?
Larry
Larry
Miller
is
and I
one of
have
the
done-
kings.
Yes,
All right.
Larry's very.
Fox is hiring all
Yeah.
their whole male staff is gay.
You know, they're trying to change their perception.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and we love him.
It's okay.
And please follow me at all forms of social media. That's RAYCEEN. The Ask Racine show is coming back first Wednesdays of every month.
That's
looking
right.
forward.
This
We'll
is
be
our
there.
8th season at HRC, the Human Quality Center. But please follow me, and I'm happy to go into our 8th season.
All right. So if we go on your page, your Facebook page, we can find all that info.
Forms of social media.
All right.
We're looking for volunteers for all of those who would like to volunteer in 2019. Artists, poets, dancers, all of those who would like to share their art. We have many platforms that we would like to showcase this. So please email us at askracine@gmail.com.
Oh, okay, we got it, Racine. We got it.
She is the queen of the show.
I think we got it. All right.
Let's go.
So let's go into news, y'all. Okay. Government shutdown, y'all.
We are day
It's
what?
horrible.
Day 30.
What is it, 30 what?
33.
33.
Yeah, this is a mess.
Now, did y'all see they were protesting at the Capitol?
I saw that.
The union employees. At first, it started off with it being a silent protest. Then it got loud, and
Of
they
course
had
it
to
did.
arrest some people. So y'all,
None of these people.
this thing is getting real.
It is. It's really getting.
I'm surprised it took so long. These
Yeah.
people should have stopped protesting after day one.
It's
These people should
deplorable.
have stopped protesting when he said, "I'm proud to take ownership of a shutdown." That was such a nasty thing to say. They should have stopped protesting then.
You know, and it goes to show that it doesn't matter
We all
what party
should.
you are part of. The human race is suffering. Republicans, Democrat, Independents, everyone is suffering, and the small businesses are suffering. The cleaners, the barbershops, the hair salons, many things, grocery stores,
Well, they say
coffee shops.
that we're
Parking
losing,
lots.
we're losing 1 billion per day.
I will say this,
It's
that I've said it
deplorable.
And
before,
the
and I'll
economy
say it
loses
again.
a percentage point. It's like a 0.10 percentage point
I
in growth
feel
every day.
like if they're going to shut down the government, then none of them hoes should get paid.
None of them.
Well, they're all getting paid and stuff, but at some point they won't, because certain budgets they have these timelines.
No.
So Secret Service.
No, they should have shut them down. When you decide we're going to go on a shutdown, your check is going into a shutdown.
Well, Secret Service is not getting paid now.
They're not.
they're not?
Oh, no, they're
Ooh,
not.
ooh, oh.
Ooh.
They
The
was
Coast
showing
Guard.
that George Bush took his Secret Service detail food, and he
Can you
bought them
imagine?
food and stuff like that because they're not getting paid.
Child,
I
Trump
wouldn't
It's
want them
deplorable.
guarding me and not being paid because I made a decision.
Oops, I fell asleep.
Okay.
Have you seen Scandal?
Turn
We'd
my
like to say
head.
to everyone, once again on Facebook Live, please
Yeah,
like
Secret
and share.
Service-
Well,
Like
look-
and share,
well,
Lily
like and
Clark,
share.
Well, you know they
Louis
vote tomorrow.
Ortiz.
They vote tomorrow.
Well, that's gonna
There's
get
2
turned
votes tomorrow.
down.
Well, we'll see. But the thing is, if you got to go on record with these 2 votes, one is the Dems' proposal, which is just to open government up. Then the other one includes the wall and stuff. But now you got to go on record to see how you vote in the Senate. Now that's going to be key to see. You know, senators are now got to be accountable for how they voted.
Well, at some point, somebody's going to have to.
But
get
this is, to me, like, this pissed me off because they kept stopping. Just put the vote on the floor. Just put it on the floor.
Well, he didn't want to do that.
And
Remember McConnell?
McConnell didn't want to.
Right.
But no, yeah.
But no, he didn't want to do that because he doesn't want to run the risk of Trump vetoing, and then the government override.
Let him veto it.
But they didn't want him to do that. That's what I'm saying. He didn't want him to
It'll
do that.
make Trump look bad.
That's
and
right.
he's
He
not-
already looked bad.
Well, he doesn't want the party to look bad.
He make me sick.
That's
And
right.
if they
I'ma say it
have to
publicly.
override a Republican president with a Republican-led Senate, it looks like the Republican-led Senate has just turned their back on their
Exactly.
their
But
president.
it's going to be curious to see what happens with the State of the Union, where it's going to be.
Well,
if-
they're saying that he's thinking about because Pelosi has blocked it
Blocked
again,
him.
and those two are getting on my nerves. I have to say,
Baby.
Two of them, they're
I
back
love
and forth.
Nancy though.
I like Miss Nancy
This is a
too.
show.
Miss Nancy
I like
was
Nancy too,
no.
but come on.
It's like
At some point, somebody
it's like
want-
a OK Corral kind of.
No, this
experience.
is like 2 kids at the playground.
At
battling.
some point, someone is going to have to think about the human experience of who suffered, because those two are not suffering. They both are very wealthy.
right.
So they can play back and forth, and of course,
But I will say, what he last talked about, he talked about something about this temporary thing for the dreamers, which like they said,
the courts had already rescinded that.
yeah, it's stupid. So,
Right.
and I agree with her. Like, no, we're not gonna give you no wall.
Yeah.
No.
But the funny part is that So they invited him to give the speech there initially, of course, just general principles. Then she said no because government shut down,
he blocked
all that,
and he blocked that flight.
He said no, I'm going to accept your initial invitation. And she said no, you're just not coming because we're going to close the doors and
it's shut. And she has the right to block him out. He can go to the Senate chamber.
Right. Yeah. Or he could do it from his office.
Right. Well, no, they said he's going to do he's considering doing
like a rally,
a campaign style rally,
Lord.
Which would just make him look ridiculous.
That's y'all. We're going to have to move on. But the thing is, they can't give in to him because if they do, they'll be giving in to him for every little thing.
Right. And that's what whatever they do here will set the precedence for what's going to happen with him.
Well, but in the meantime, who's going to feed these people and get these? Somebody's going to have to.
They're going to boycott.
Somebody's going to have to give in. Somebody's going to have to give in.
Someone said on Facebook Live, "You gays know it's not really about the wall."
Oh no, it ain't got nothing to do with the wall.
We
all know it's not about the wall. It's his ego.
No, it's not even that. That's just his campaign promise. He wants to hold on to.
He has to hold on to that certain.
But the bases get ready to change. They get ready to change their minds on this thing quick.
He has to hold on to that certain base because he's depending on that certain base to support him when he gets impeached.
Right, but when them farmers don't get that allotment that he promised them because the government's not working,
Then
people
don't
get real.
People don't get their tax.
My question is, did they vote for him though?
When the people don't get their tax,
that's horrible. Because I filed mine early.
We'll be sitting right at the front door talking about where.
I don't know because they say like the IRS people are not going in, so you're not going to get. Right. You probably won't get your taxes. It's just so many things.
It's a mess.
And you're so right. Everyone knows that this is going to destabilize.
And you don't have
the country.
And here's the thing: you don't have I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but you don't have the security to protect
the
people.
Borders.
Well, not the borders. Protect people like right here in Washington D.C. when you have things going on in public parks and stuff like that.
Right.
Which is why
the tourists and stuff.
The tourists are
our budget.
Which is why I never understand why people from Kentucky would send their children. To Washington D.C. and these kids are thinking
that was the anti-abortion march.
But
pro-life march.
But would you have actually sent your children to Washington D.C. to protest in a march in a city, the government city that the government is shut down? What is wrong with America these parents?
Great. They come every year. They come every year from all around the country because I had some friends.
But this would have been the year that I would have told my child, "You stay your ass home,"
or at least take off the makeup.
And then y'all out there, excuse my language, effing with the black Israelites.
They saw the black
Don't
Israelites.
You know those people will hurt you?
I think I would have messed with anybody but the black Israelites. I would just say, "Hey, bro."
Hey, and then the little boys
doing a great job.
And the thing that got me was the little boy on TV that just wanted. I didn't do anything. And people are now trying to give him a pass.
No,
they're trying to say, "Oh, he's a teenager. Can't we let these teenagers be teenagers?" Well, you know what? They not let. You know what? Welcome to black teenagers, girls.
Right?
They can't be teenagers.
And Jonathan Capehart wrote an article about that. He said, that bodes well as long as the kids are white. He said if they were black kids, it would have been a different consequence.
Oh, it would have been a totally different.
And somebody on the show prior to us, they were talking about. They gave an example. If that was it was a black young boy with a hoodie on.
It would have been a totally different story.
With a hoodie on said Black Lives Matter and a white veteran, it would have been all kinds of.
It would have been a totally different story. I want to say hi really quickly to my cousin Arnold Farr, he's an activist. He's a politician. He's just joined, and I'm so happy he's able to be a part.
The legendary Kevin Ultra Omni is on.
Yes, Kevin.
We appreciate you
for
joining us.
All right, yo. So let's keep it moving. You said you wanted to mention something about Cardi B?
No, I just felt like
Cardi B.
That Miss Cardi B and her video had gave me my life.
She broke it slam down.
She broke it down. And that tweet, did you see the tweet that happened?
She going to dog walk.
She going to dog walk.
Yes. I was kind of over her for that because you know what? We need to stop giving Tammy and these people who are just trying to get likes.
But the memes were amazing.
Just stop giving those people because that woman did that, so more people know who she is. Just ignore her.
I ain't go to her page.
I
didn't go to her page. I already knew
Look
she
at
was.
Dr. Gardner.
But she did. But Cardi B did break that down,
She
and
did.
in all her,
slayed her.
in all her New York splendor.
Oh
She
my
did.
goodness.
She broke it down plain and simple.
I was like, when I listened to it, I was like, beep, 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 beep. Okay, all right.
But her message was still slayed.
Gotcha. Okay, y'all. We had 2 new candidates for the 2020 presidential election. Kamala Harris,
Yes.
is running, and she announced right here across the street at Howard University. She's a Howard alum.
For the
So this
people.
is going to be interesting.
She's also an AKA.
Yes, she is.
She is.
So I'm curious to see what happens. And then we've got our first openly gay candidate,
Who?
Pete. I can't say his name.
Work, Pete.
Buttigieg.
Buddy
He's
G.
the mayor of. He's 37 years old. He's the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and he had a really good message. He's very progressive.
And he's
I was impressed. He's one of the children openly, so he would be the first one ever. And he's gonna raise some money, so he might get a good nod for this thing, y'all. So anyway,
Well, it's good to see someone young.
right.
It's
right.
important because he brings a whole level of a whole kind of. I didn't sell my soul to the devil like some of these folks.
Well, how
do
old
at
is
a
he?
certain
This
age.
is my question.
37.
Yeah, he's 37.
So, do you think the country is ready for a black woman or an openly white gay man? Which one you
Oh,
think?
well, they'll
they're
vote
ready
for that gay man
An
first.
openly white gay man.
Well, I mean, the white man is one thing,
Which is
right?
unfortunate.
Whether or not he could spin on his head. In the
As
middle
powerful
of the floor.
as Camilla is, and she's an amazing woman.
Oh, baby, she's slays.
And I just love her dearly, and
But-
I love her with my heart and my soul, and I wish her all the luck in the world. But what I want the Democratic Party to do is not become divisive.
Right.
I want them to have these talks within. I want them to really strategize and say, who are our 2 strongest candidates that can bring down this man?
Well, the election,
but-
the primaries kind of pull that out.
Right.
Then once the money gets allotted and pushed around to certain people, they start jockeying for position. Because, the presidential, the primaries, 30 people will run. That's just to raise your profile.
I'm interested in seeing who's going to be on her ticket, though. Because I think this is the interesting thing.
She got to win the primary.
She got to win a primary.
Right, but I'm interested in who they would pair her with, because I think
She got to win the primary first.
Right, but the beautiful thing about the one thing, the genius thing I thought about was amazing
What he
about
say?
Barack Obama's ticket, him and Biden, was that Joe Biden was already known as Crazy Joe, who had a mouth.
But he's too old.
No, I'm,
Well, no, we're not going
to
to do the ageism thing.
No,
He's too old.
I'm making a
cannot do
point.
that.
My point was that we all understand that there were certain things that Barack Obama could not say because he was a black man. So Joe Biden was the mouthpiece for him, and he could say the things and get away with it. So I thought it was brilliant that Joe Biden was Barack Obama's VP. Out of the 3 of y'all, who do you think would be a great VP for Camilla?
Oh, we're way too early for that.
I'm just curious. It's a good
I'm just saying,
question.
we're so early.
Any one of us.
Yes, I think. But just to answer
I'm
the
willing to
question,
run
I
and get
think
that
we'd have to get through some of the primaries. Which I agree with.
It's going to be about 20 people.
We have to get
You
through some of the
think so?
primaries
Oh,
and
yeah.
see
Oh, it's
who
gonna
and
be a
see
lot.
who
At
stays.
least.
Well, you see, you already got. This is so early. You already got like 6 or 7 right now.
Who
And
else?
then,
I know.
you
I
got,
know. What's your name?
You got the
Some
new
mayor-
gay guy. You got
It's about 10.
Elizabeth
Warren.
I knew about that.
There's
You know, Beto O'Rourke is about to announce his any
Right.
day. He just waiting
Cory
for like
Booker.
he's
Oh,
waiting
really?
for like St. Patrick's Day
You
or something
think
like
Cory
that.
gonna run?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Cory
He's
Booker is
already said
definitely
that.
running.
He's
Yeah.
already- yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to run. It's
Interesting.
wide open. Everyone's going to run to keep their profile so high. That's the thing. But anyway, come on. We're going to keep it moving, y'all. We're going to keep it moving.
It's going to be
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, it is. Just keep
And
your eyes
I
open
totally
for that.
agree with you 100%. The fringe workers, people who are outside of the government, the small business owners, those are the ones that are
really feel
most adversely affected.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
Yeah,
The government.
everybody
The
is.
government
So,
affects
it
every
is
aspect of
affected.
our lives. Every aspect of our lives. Buying a house.
Something's
getting
going
your
to
credit
happen.
and all that.
Something large is going to happen, and they all going to be
my
like
God.
scrambling, and it's terrible. But they got to do something.
But
The airport,
my
at the
heart
airport.
is-
Something going to happen at the
Well,
That's
I
where
was
a
trying
lot
not
of
to
people
wish
are
that.
thinking that if we are so wide open for a terrorist attack.
Not even that. Just
And-
anything crazy
or
at the
anything,
airport.
and it's very deadly. And I don't think that these people, their egos, are not thinking about the people.
where is Mitch McConnell? That's been my question the whole time. And everybody been looking for him. He's under a rock hiding, but the vote is tomorrow. He got to do that. Even he is starting to switch because they got to get this government open. I know
They're going to have to.
They have to. It's deplorable.
Yeah. Anyway,
I want my tax coins. I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
wait till Friday when those checks don't hit. This is the second time the checks don't hit. People are gonna be evil. Okay.
And I'm worried about the plight of how crime will impact everyone.
Well, FBI and CIA and stuff.
And,
They're not working.
and here's a quick thing, and I'm just going to say this really quickly. You have people like elderly people. I know Racine's mother is elderly, my mom, and she was just talking about, you know, the price of getting her medicine and stuff like that. You know, things that elderly people do. You can't afford. These people cannot afford to buy their medicines and things like that. And you talk about putting $5 billion on a
Oh,
And it's
ball.
nothing.
Why don't you send? Why don't you do
We
something?
done already lost $6 billion. They said we've already lost $6 billion. The government budget has lost $6 billion.
It's ridiculous.
Right. I mean, so that's nothing. That
Arnold
was just-
Cockdale said Mitch should crawl into a hole and stay right there.
Who should?
Arnold Farr.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
Arnold.
my cousin Arnold Farr said that.
All right, y'all. Okay, so we got two quick items. We might squeeze through them. So there's the transgender military ban has been reinforced by the Supreme Court. Can you believe that?
Yeah, well, you knew that.
Why
was
we
right.
now we got to pick on the trans
But
military?
see, it's the whole
So-
thing is let's throw everything
Smoke
and
and
get
mirrors.
everything smoke and mirrors, and they had already planned this. This was
Yeah.
already planned. So it was like, let's distract them so we can throw this.
But check this out. So you know we got he put two new Supremes on the court. So now
Yeah.
that vote is
Yeah.
look at what's happening already with the Supreme Courts already. We just getting started. Okay.
And it could possibly be putting another one.
I know
wish
if
it
our
was
girl
doing.
does, if she just
Well, Fox
holds
News,
on.
Fox News already announced her dead a couple
Yeah, they
days
did.
ago.
Yeah, and then retracted it.
Ruth,
Right.
RB, what is it? RGB.
Well, they say that she's up until a couple of weeks
Gilda?
ago, she was doing Pilates, so she
Yeah.
might be all
She's
right.
fit. And I haven't seen that movie.
Her
about it yet.
and Cher and Tina Turner are all gonna still be here.
And don't forget,
Not
get on
Tina.
Betty White, baby. She ain't going
And
to.
Betty White.
Yeah,
Betty
Betty
White.
White.
Betty White is still
They
alive.
all gonna still be here.
All right,
We
I
need
got,
to put her on the Supreme
I
Court.
got one more news item. The Bachelor's Meal, y'all. The status of this place is still unknown.
The status is known.
Well,
The status is known. When you pass by, can you pull that picture? Can you pull that picture back up again?
It's closed.
That window right there that's empty down at the bottom on the
Uh-huh.
left-hand side, drive past it now. It's a big sign that says for lease. It's back up in the window.
Okay.
So
It's available.
For what I hear, there's so many code violations going on in there that
Baby.
nobody wants to go in and take it off.
No. There was an article, though.
Were we there? I mean, well,
Yeah.
the liquor license is
The
the
liquor
issue.
license is
Well, there's
in
more,
limbo.
Well, there's more than liquor license. They said that people who have gone in to try, you have to bring so many things up to code.
Oh, they're gonna tear that place down.
that it's just almost.
They're just gonna tear that down.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
well.
what, this is a rumor I heard, but it might not be.
Y'all,
right.
the meal has come and,
And we
gone.
forgot to mention that Sissy Tyson will still be alive too.
Oh, yeah, she's holding. Yeah. Cicely ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Ian.
She
Anyway,
dated Moose.
all right, y'all. So let's go to what's hot. Okay, so to kick off 2019, we are doing a Swerve model contest.
Yes.
Oh, fierce. So,
Oh, I remember this shoot.
Oh, yeah.
This was in
That
New
was
York.
yours.
Yes.
and I don't know who that girl was. The boy was good.
Yes,
but that
she's a
girl
musician.
That
She's-
girl's fabulous.
Yeah, she's a musician out of New York.
And we only had 2 pictures of her. I could have strangled you for that. But anyway.
God, you could have.
That girl's fierce. That girl's fierce. But anyway.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I met the guy before, long time
That's
ago.
Macho Brand.
Yeah,
That's
I
his
met
name.
him before,
Yeah.
long time before we did the shoot. And he said,
Yeah.
oh, I don't do gay stuff.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
Baby.
there it was. Can we put it back up again?
He's an amazing
Put that
So we
up.
need to post this.
But then,
out
yeah,
on
we are.
We're going to
media.
start posting it. So if you go to our website, swervemagazine.com/model contest, you can enter to win the grand prizes. We have $300 for each. We're doing 2 categories, male presenting and female presenting.
Yes.
All sizes, gender identities, whatever.
Yep.
We're all welcome. You get featured in a spread.
A fashion
A
spread.
fashion spread for our fall issue as well. And so check that out. All right. And April 1st is the date, the deadline for submissions. All right,
Deadline
folks.
is April
So we did
15th.
that. All right. Then we've got Pride Ski, hosted by Ebony Pyramid. That's happening President's Weekend, and of course, I'm being recognized.
Congratulations.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
I can't wait.
That's amazing.
Along with Gene Wemberly, Kaz Mitchell, Harmonica Sunbeam, and Bishop Dennis.
Yes.
The
That's
legendary
wonderful.
It's gonna be
Harmonica
fun.
Sunbeam.
It's gonna be fun. I just hope it doesn't snow too much. All right.
Yes.
Then the other thing, Oscar nominations. Now here let's get this out here. I had these. Y'all wanted to talk about it. Let's talk about
Oh,
it.
it's so much to talk
So
What
Black
is it?
Panther.
Didn't they say-
y'all had to share that?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's share this list.
Yeah, the Black I
Let's
see.
go.
Security.
Black Panther is nominated for Best Picture. Keep our fingers crossed.
That's historic. It's the first.
It is.
It's the first.
Comic movie.
Comic
to
movie.
ever be. Yeah.
The first
It's
comic
of
book.
the movie of its type to ever be nominated.
I hope
yes.
it wins. Some,
All I can say is if Ruth Carter does not get best costume.
Well, that's what they're gonna give her.
They will
Best
rob her.
costumes.
Because the costumes were amazing.
The costumes were over.
Costumes.
And
were
not
beautiful.
only that, did they get nominated for?
They got nominated
For
for
Best Director
like
also.
Best Director, some other
What
like
about
sound
cinematography?
stuffing. Sound.
It got like 5 awards.
did.
Cinematography.
Wait a minute. Best edit. No, not even best edit. Sound editing, stuff like that.
This cinematography was everything.
Yeah.
But
of
how
course, costume
about
design.
this
And
is the
then-
first time Spike Lee
The first time
Right.
Spike Lee's
Spike
been
is
nominated.
being
for Black
nominated.
Klansman. The
First
very
time.
First
For
time.
Black
Best
Klansman.
Picture. It's nominated for Best
I haven't
Picture.
seen
No,
it.
he's the
Yeah,
first
I
time
heard
he's
this was
been.
good.
And
It's
Best
the
Director.
first time he's
As
nominated for
director.
Best Director.
Right,
Best
and Best
Director.
Director.
Wow.
But
And
some
it
of these
was
movies
good.
I haven't seen. I heard The Favorite was good. I haven't seen that. Green Book was good, and we talked about Green Book. Symphony of Lies, as the family called
Symphony
it.
of Lies.
A Star Is Born. They said that was really a great movie.
It was
I haven't seen
amazing.
it.
I
What-
loved
What'd
it.
you say? What'd you say, Tony?
Tony didn't like it. I loved it.
It's a
I
couple
just
of
didn't.
these on here
I
wanna
can't
see.
say I didn't like it because I never went to see it.
Oh, you never went to see it?
I want to see
Now, I've
Bohemian
seen-
Rhapsody too.
Oh, I want. Was that
Bohemian
That was
Ra-
very good.
Bohemian Rhapsody
I
is
haven't
my
seen it yet.
favorite of the ones that I've seen.
I did
Bohemian
wanna see
Rhapsody
that.
was really good.
I love the cinematography and the music and the wonderful
In Bohemian Rhapsody?
colors scheme of actually Beale Street.
Bill Street.
Oh yeah,
But
so
is it
Regina
That is on my
Carter.
list to go
I think we
see.
got another image there,
And-
Jacob,
and-
of
and
Regina
Regina
Carter.
King.
Regina King. I'm sorry, I
Regina
can't-
King
She's
was amazing.
and she won a Golden Globe for Best Supporting
She
Actress.
did.
So
They say
what's your-
she's like the way front runner. But you know, real quick about
but she was in such limited portions
But
of
she
the
was
movie.
so powerful
She
on
was
that
powerful.
screen.
well,
Baby,
you know,
let me tell
what
you something.
happens-
Anytime Viola Davis can snatch for 10 minutes
Well, what's
with
her
a
name?
snap ball cry,
Well,
Yeah, well, she actually
In
she should have been
doubt?
Best
well,
Actress.
yeah.
for that.
What's her name? What's the British actress? The older British actress. She plays.
Glenn Close.
Anna-
No. She plays
Hey,
Helen
Sandra.
Helen
Helen
Mirren.
Judy Dench. She
Judy
has
Dench,
the
yes.
record for winning Best Supporting Actress
Really?
for
For
the
the
shortest
shortest.
time in a movie. And when she played Queen Elizabeth, all she did was walked across the pond. And
and it was like, and then
she walked across the pond, and
That
she made
walk was
and she
sickening.
looked at the camera, and
let's
she
give
made,
you the
said-
title.
I think she said 2 words and went across the pond, and she won the award. So,
she broke it
if
up.
she can do it, so can Regina King.
Well, I'm curious to see what happens. Who's hosting? Did they announce a new
They
host?
have not announced, but Kevin Hart has definitely said he was not. So
Okay,
we,
all right.
but you know what? Real quick about Bohemian Rhapsody, I went to see that because I love the group Queen. Queen was the
Oh,
first.
Queen was Freddie Prinze.
Queen was the first
Is it
concert I ever
Freddie
went.
Prinze?
Was it?
No, yes, Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah,
But
Freddie
the
Mercury.
thing was, the reason why I was slow about going to see it because you know the original there was lots of controversy because the bandmates did not want them to go into a lot of details about
his sexuality.
his sexuality because you know he was married, but the woman, his wife, who he
I
left
didn't
her.
know he was married.
Oh, he left his wife everything, even
Oh.
though he was with. And she still, and she is the reason. She was kind of like.
His muse.
Well, no, she was kind of like Queen's version of
Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono. She kind
Oh.
of caused a lot of tension with the group, and she took, I mean, everything, including the rights to all the music,
Oh,
his,
wow.
his home, everything. But
Oh,
he
Lord.
was, but the bandmates did not really want them to go into his sexuality. So the original guy, Sacha Baron Cohen, was supposed to play.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he was slated. They had started making a movie, and he quit because they would not let him do it the way.
Oh, wow.
Go into more detail.
So okay, so this is not authentic.
And Sacha Baron Cohen looks just like him. If you look, they had him
Wait a
make
minute.
that.
Tell me who he is again.
Sacha Baron Cohen, the one he was in Knights of Talladega and
Borat.
all that.
Oh, him.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's a great.
Can
yeah.
he act at that level?
Oh, he
yeah,
can.
and he's an
very
amazing
good.
vocalist also.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Talented,
Somebody said
legendary
Oscar host,
Sandra
Monique.
Lopez has just joined
And
us.
Mahershala Ali.
That fine specimen of
Hopefully
a
he'll
man.
win
My
again
God,
because he won
my
a Golden
God.
Globe for Best Supporting Actor.
But you
Mahershala.
ask who's going to host. Here's the thing. I don't know who could host because, at this point.
Ellen.
Ellen DeGeneres is the only one who never said nothing about somebody.
Right.
So, I mean,
But I mean, it could be anybody. You're right.
I don't know.
All right.
Melissa McCarthy.
I think you know what they should do is pull out all the
that's
fierce
him.
old
Right,
girls.
yeah. He
All
looks
the
just
fierce
like him.
old
He
girls
does
to
look
pull
like
them
him.
out and have them all come out. Remember, it was a classic moment when Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty were there.
Oh,
and
that was
classic.
Well, how about Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin? They would.
Oh
be
my God,
fierce.
they would be amazing.
That would be the Kiki.
That would be.
That would be-
Because that would be great too. Because they about to make the second.
second season.
No,
'Cause they've been-
not the second season.
like
They about to make the what do you call it? The
Oh,
sequel.
9 to 5. That's
the sequel
right.
to 9 to 5.
They get ready to do.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Is
With
Dolly
Dolly
Parton,
Parton,
she gonna
yes.
do it?
Dolly Parton's
All
doing
of them
his.
have
Oh, I
signed
didn't know
on. They
that.
get
I
ready
think
to
it'll
do
be 9 to 5 retired.
Retired.
That's
It's gonna be
fierce.
sickening.
I
That's
love
weird.
it.
I'm here for it.
Or Jennifer Lewis.
Oh, that would be cute.
Jennifer Lewis would be
That would be
fabulous.
That
She
would
would
be
be
the
over.
Kiki.
All right, y'all. We got a little. We haven't shown a musical spotlight in a while, so I want to show one this evening. It's a gentleman, Damian Crawford. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He's an artist.
I am.
Oh, out of New Jersey. I've seen him a couple times before.
I'm familiar with him.
So we're gonna run his tune called "Before You Go." Kick it, Joe. Before you go.
Are you listening? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you comprehend? I can repeat it if you need me to, cause I can't deal with the shit you do. Oh. Working around while I'm out of work. Yeah. Coming home late acting like a jerk. Oh. You're so good at being inconsistent. Please don't fight, baby, don't resist. It just ain't working. No, baby, not for me. This might be lit for you, but this ain't it for me. Over and over I tried. Over and over I tried. But you kept on lying to me. So much of my time. What's really over is you and I. You calling me foolish and say I can't do this, but I'm doing it. It's time for you to go. Don't let the door hit ya. Bye, nigga. Before you go, I need back the key. It belongs to me, baby. Just so you know, I'm changing the lock that opens my heart. Before you go, I want you to know there's no coming back, babe. Just so you know, I'm gone for good, and that's a fact. Do you get it? I'm fucking done with you. I bet you won't regret it when I'm with somebody new. I hope it hurts you just like you hurt my heart, cause you've been playing games right from the very start. Oh, you're so good at so inconsistent. It just ain't working. Oh no, this might be lit for you, but this ain't it for me. Over and over, you lie. Yeah, so much of my time. Oh, what's really over is you and I. I caught you slipping, you calling me foolish and say I can't do it. But I'm doing me, so just walk out the door. One thing before you go. Yeah, I need the key, belongs to me, baby. Hey, I'm changing the lock that opened my heart. a fact. One thing before you go, something I gotta know is, did you ever love me? Because I loved you so. I know you won't find another nigga like me who gonna cook and clean and fuck you right to sleep. I was doing your laundry and rubbing your back and giving you money when your ass was tapped. I was that motherfucker who was down to ride or die, but you weren't ready for me. I need the key, belongs to me, baby. I'm changing the locks to my heart. I want you to know there's no coming back. No. Just so you know, I'm gone for good, and that's a fact. Yeah. Oh. 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 I guess it's true what they say. You don't know what you got until it put your ass out. Well, bye, nigga.
All right,
Yeah.
Damian Crawford.
It's
All right,
cute.
y'all, check out
People responded very
check
well.
out
to
his
that.
YouTube page
People liked
and follow him.
him.
He's on iTunes.
I agree with Nathaniel. It
Congratulations,
had a
Damian.
very 90s feel. 90s music was everything.
It was very almost sort of New Jack like. So,
yeah,
It
that
had
90s
that,
vibe.
It almost had that New
Backstreet.
Jack swing
Uh-huh.
feel to it. Slow down,
Yeah.
like something that you
We'd
can
like
hear.
to say hello to everybody on Facebook.
Aaron Hall
like and
sing.
share.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
definitely
yeah, Aaron Hall.
To my beloved Kevin C., I'm sending you much love.
Who's Royalty Holmes? Okay.
Nah, you
And
could-
Royalty,
I could've
we
done
sending
without
you
that
love.
jam.
Oh, all right, y'all. What'd you say? You said what?
Someone said I could have done without the ending.
Oh, I know. I mean, like a toodles a bye. The N word, we wouldn't have to drop that bomb. But anyway, okay. All
You
right.
have a thing against the N word.
I'm like, why? You can say the same thing. Anyway, let's
You can use
move
so many
on.
other words in that place. It's sometimes these children don't know
Bum,
of a
something.
thought. They don't
So
know.
y'all, let's pick. I got a topic of the day, but we can have a couple more today. You know, since we're all above. Well, you're not above 50. You're not on the other side of 50.
Not
Well,
that
he's
much.
40, so he's close to it.
So-
you don't. You get older.
We
You
want to
don't get
talk about
younger.
dating. You know, dating. How young is too young, or how old is too old to date? You know, we all got our different paradigms and rules of the game. What about you, your day? What's too young and what's too old to date?
22, 21, 22, 23.
Is
It's
it too
young.
old?
Too young. Way too young. Like 20,
Why
25.
22? Why 22, not 21? Not 25?
25 is pushing it.
Okay. And you're
25.
you're how old?
I'm 40. 40.
I might be immature. 25. What about you, Tony? Ooh. Tony don't want to spill his. He don't want to spill his rule. What's your rule?
I don't have a rule, but you know, I do. I mean, if you say you're 21, you could actually be 17 because you know a 17-year-old looks like he could be 21.
A
So I'm
teen?
always a little bit.
Oh,
David?
shame,
Yeah, I'm a little
shame,
bit-
shame on you.
Jim
I'm
and
a
I
little bit
walk and
nervous
say
about
age
that.
ain't nothing but a number.
Oh,
What
until
do
you
you-
get arrested.
That's what.
And there you have it.
Isn't that what R. Kelly said?
That's what R. Kelly said. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Well, I got some
Getting down
friends-
ain't nothing but a thing.
I got some friends I know that I know they like little young fresh things. I
Well,
tell them,
no.
don't let me see you on To Catch a Predator because I am not coming to
There
get
you
you
No, I'm
out.
not doing me either. Me either. Yes.
Almost
Me
Our
either.
25.
sound person said he's almost 25.
How
but we
much
date
money you
him.
got?
Oh, shade.
You know, this
He's
is
he's coming to you for money, Daddy.
well, you know what? There is a level of maturity in a lot of young people.
Where?
And I applaud them. They are. I've sat down
In
and
the
had
bed,
some wonderful
bedroom?
conversations with a lot of young people who are very mature. But personally, if you can't, I would not date you if you don't remember when Shaka Khan was with a group.
Ooh.
And
That's a good rule.
And I prefer the experience of an older gentleman, a seasoned gentleman, a man who is on his fourth, maybe fifth.
You said older.
Passport.
You said older than
So
you.
what is too old for you?
Death. It's too old.
Is that death before you date him or death after you date him?
Death. I enjoy the company of a mature man, and I don't really have a cutoff age. I'm a person who is
You mean like a
an
top
older
notch
man,
or a young?
no,
age?
I'm talking about an older man.
Okay.
I don't have a cutoff with an older man because you know when you get when you become a seasoned AARP member, it's not about a lot of sex, so per se for some. I want someone who I can
No
travel.
sex,
I want
no
someone I
fun
can
if you
spend
ain't no
time
sex.
with. I want someone I can share experiences with.
Someone can make you laugh.
And someone who can make me
Right.
laugh, someone who can hold me, uplift me, and we can talk about things together. I want to take this journey together. And
But
if
who's gonna rock your world?
I mean,
if you know what, it's about, if he rocks my world, it's about my heart. It's about my heart
Well,
more than anything.
no-
If he stimulates my heart and my mind, that's all part of my body.
Okay.
So it's all physical, spiritual, emotionally.
Nathaniel,
all three.
Nathaniel said, I for one have an old soul. And Nathaniel, I'm very much like you. I have an old soul.
I
I've
don't
always
see
had an old
Nathaniel's
soul.
post.
I've always had an old soul. And when I was younger, in fact, what's interesting is I've always been attracted to older men who were older than me. But I do think now being on the other side of 35,
Oh, Shane, or whatever for you. Ooh, I'm so old with a 35.
no, I'm serious.
Ooh.
I can't see, I just can't see me dating. I remember when I was 21, I used to date older guys.
Like
and I was
Nancy Wilson
mature.
said.
Dirty old man.
Lamar, you're so correct. Someone on Facebook said.
Lamar, what
Nancy
did he
Wilson said, an older man is like an elegant wine.
Baby,
Like an
amen.
elegant
Say
wine.
it. I'm here for
Well,
it.
Harry Thompson said, Jamil, what's too young for you?
Yes, Jamil. Yes, Harry.
No,
Break
you
it
didn't.
up.
No, you didn't, Harry. But anyway,
I'm here for Harry.
We like to hear
we-
that.
We like to hear that.
Harry, I'll talk to you later.
No,
about-
no. Answer the
I'm
question.
gonna answer the question, but I'm gonna talk to you about. So I used to have a rule. So I used to have a rule that you couldn't be younger than my eldest nephew, who's 10 years younger than me, right? But as he got older, I was like, well, we can move that down. So maybe, so I'm 54 now. He's 44. My God, I can't believe he's 44. But now I think 30 and above, I'm open to. Because I've met some 29, 28-year-olds that I found very interesting.
I can see that. That's not
very
bad.
interesting. So, but I prefer folks that are my peers. But hell, my peers want little young. They like their fruit fresh off the vine, baby.
Well, you
They
know what?
want you
I'm going to say
young.
this.
Your
Sometimes
fruit ain't fresh on the vine?
It's fresh,
should
but
be
it ain't
fresh.
But it ain't new.
It ain't fresh.
It's fresh though. It's
it's
fresh.
fresh. That's
Always
important.
fresh.
But let me
Squeeze it,
just say this:
squeeze it,
some
it's
people
tender.
some people put in the mind of having someone young to blow your back out. Let me say about older men
To do what?
to blow your back out. Someone young is going to blow your back out.
Ow.
But let me say
And
this
please,
to
the young
older
things
men.
I meet, I'm
These
like giving
older
lessons.
men,
I'm like, is that all?
I prefer an older man who is seasoned, who is experienced, and knows what intimacy is, opposed to having just sex.
Right. I'm like, I mean, it's just recreational at that point, but I'm open. So I mean, but I have an open mind. I just want someone that I can communicate
Sounds like
with.
that's not the only thing that's open. My God.
But what gets me is when there's no reference points. I'm like you, Racine. We need some cultural reference points. And if I'm always having to explain myself, I feel like I'm lecturing, like I'm giving an instruction course.
Well,
Which is why, like what Nathaniel was saying about being an old soul, which is part of the reason why. And the thing about being an old soul, only thing about being an old soul is that a lot of times people who are in your age bracket, you don't click because you do get the old references. You see what I mean? Like,
what is being an old soul? You just act like an older person,
no,
older than yourself?
An old soul meaning like that my exchange with people will assume because of the conversation, because of my references, because of those things, that I am older because
you got class.
there's
and
a
taste.
level. See, I was raised pretty much around my grandmother, and when you have that kind of wisdom that's constantly being poured on you, you are attracted to that. Like, which is one of the reasons why I love Tony Nelson. Like, when I talk to Tony
Because
Nelson,
you old, Tony.
baby, no, that's wisdom. Baby, that wisdom right there is priceless. So, baby, I sit
Clean
up
that
under
up. We
it,
did clean that
shower the wisdom, because I'm here. So that's why, you know what I mean? So that's important.
So, Harry, the question is, what's too young for you, Harry Thompson? But we'll talk about that privately.
Harry.
Harry!
Nathaniel J.
We have a microphone.
I will celebrate some of
I
our
love you, Harry. I love
millennials
you.
who have those old souls who are 29 and 30 and appreciate what jazz is. And
Right.
sit down and they listen to Miles Davis and Thelonious Monk. And
Yeah,
they
if you
have-
don't know,
and
if you
they
don't like
have-
jazz, I'm sorry.
and
we
they
can't
have an
talk.
appreciation for people like Alberta Hunter and Dinah Washington. And you're talking to them, and they read and cultured. That's what to me makes a difference. A cultured man, and he can be cultured at 29.
Yeah, but so I say have an open mind. So I'd be
I
curious
hope
to
it-
hear what
and
everyone thinks.
I like Nathaniel J's
Yes.
definition of
Yes.
old soul. He said, it
Old-
means I am
wise.
wise and I have been
Been
here
there
before,
before.
meaning my train of thought goes
goes
far
far
beyond
beyond
my
my
age.
age.
That's a
Amen.
real,
Oh,
that's
that's
a
it.
perfect.
Okay,
I love
That's
that.
a good
I
definition.
like
Yes.
that. I like
I
that. I
love
can
that.
buy that.
Nathaniel
I can buy
J,
that.
when you coming to DC so we can have you on the show?
Right,
Yes,
right.
that'd be a great
By the
thing
way,
to do.
people-
Harry, did you answer the question?
By the way, Nathaniel's an amazing hairstylist out of North Carolina.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Shout out to Nathaniel. He
All
is
right.
breaking that. He just
Hey,
did
Nathaniel.
Leandria Johnson.
He is.
You better do it, boo. I saw
He
you.
is.
I
So,
saw
y'all, we
you.
got a minute and a half. Is there anything
All right.
y'all want to add? Anything that's happening you want to squeeze in?
Once again, I'd like to invite everyone to come out and help me celebrate the birthdays of Tay if you're in the DMV.
And this is this Sunday,
this
right?
Sunday at Mr. Henry Tay and Strong J. Kelly.
What time?
That's gonna be
we got
8
a
o'clock.
brunch for Racine.
We got a
Sunday,
brunch
too.
for race. I got a busy day.
Yes,
on
I'm having
Sunday.
a small, intimate brunch.
A small
private.
Invitation.
Invitation
Which
only.
wasn't supposed to be public.
Don't be following us around.
Invitation
That was supposed to
only.
be public. I skipped that on purpose.
And my family is giving it. It's invitation only. If I could, I would invite everyone
You
in the
can't
world.
invite everyone.
just-
But I cannot. It's a very small gathering of people who are near and dear to me. So if you did not get an invitation, it's not that I didn't.
It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal. It's just very small and very intimate.
So
And
where is it? Is that Mr. Henry's, right?
Yes,
What time?
It's at 8 o'clock. I'm hosting, and I'll be back. I'll be returning to Ziegfeld's
This when?
the first Friday of February.
Okay, all
I'll be
right,
returning
all right.
to Ziegfeld's, and yes, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, and look for that January, February issue. And all you would-be models, go to our
Can you-
site.
can you post
put up
that flyer again?
the model contest? And
Model call. Attention on models.
there you go.
Attention
Swerv
on
model
models.
contest. There you go. You can start applying now. The deadline for submissions is April. What is it? April 15th. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah,
right.
something
April
like that.
15th. Yeah, I can barely see it in my glasses. Anyway. Well, y'all, we want to thank y'all for joining us. We had fun this week. We'll have, I think next week our guest is
Atcham.
Atcham
Howard.
Howard is going to
Yes.
join us. So he's a
Atcham
transgender
Howard.
activist. So this is going to be a
We
fun
love
show.
him. He's
right.
incredible.
And he's a man about town in D.C. So this is
The
going to be
cousin.
fun. It's going to be fun. Well, thank y'all for joining us. We're getting
And one
through
of my amazing
2019.
children, one of my amazing sons.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Jacob. It's
Hey.
nice to have you back.
Jacob
sir.
is so happy to
We got
we're so
our
happy
old
to have
school.
you
We got
back.
our initial producer.
We love
back with us.
Jacob.
We like DZ too. Hey DZ.
DZ
Hey,
was
DZ.
amazing.
He
And
was
thank
good.
you, Royalty Homes, for the lovely shout out. I appreciate you. Grand of Life. He's a promoter for
Yes.
Grand of Life.
All
He's
right.
a lovely
Yes.
person.
He's so sweet. And Gemini Walker and everybody on
Yes,
Facebook.
Gemini.
Well, thank y'all for joining. Hey, and follow Damian Crawford. He's a great artist. So go to his pages and like him. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you for
See you
joining
next
us.
week.
Good night, Arnold.
Peace.
Take care, Arnold
All
Farr.
right. Follow us on YouTube. All right.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Oh.